such people who perform such yajnas, it is said, next verse number 32, 33 and 34.
Evam bahuvidha yajñāః vitata brahmano mukhe karmajan vidhitan sarvan evam jnātvā vimokṣyase श्रेयान् द्रव्यमयाद् यज्ञात् ज्ञानयज्ञः परन्तप सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ ज्ञाने परिसमाप्यते तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानम् ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः.
So Bhagavan says, Evam, in this manner. In what manner? Remember Bhagavan said in the beginning, he says, Tatte karma pravakshyami. Hey Arjuna, I will tell you all kinds of karma that can be performed. And karma means here, yajna karma. Tatte karma pravakshyami yajñātvā mokṣase ashubhat. By which you will go beyond all sin. Bhagavan said at the beginning, and now Bhagavan is saying, Tatte karma pravakshami. He said, Evam bahuvida yajñāha. In this manner, bahuvida, in so many ways, yajñāha, vitate is spread over. Where? Brahmano mukhe. In the face of Brahma. Here Brahma means in the Vedas. And what is Vedas? Not only Vedas, in all the books that are also explaining about the Vedas, there are hundreds of yajnas that have been talked about. And people who practice any of these yajnas, they gain self-control, and as it is said, they go beyond. But remember, hey Arjuna, all of these yajnas, remember, karmajan vidhi. They are all born out of karma. Remember, they are all born out of self-effort. So one meaning, remember, you have to put in the self-effort to gain it, and you will gain its result. But remember, karmajan vidhitan sarvan. Remember that this is not the ultimate. Why? Because all of these yajnas only can give you purity of mind. And it is for the purity of mind that you are performing each of these karmas. It is only when we go beyond the ego that we can wake up to that absolute truth. But how can we go beyond the ego? As long as I am attached to this body, mind, intellect, I cannot. And therefore, that is the impurity. To remove that impurity, I perform all these different kinds of karmas. Chittasya shuddhaye karma. What is the purpose of action? Nothing else but to purify this mind. What is purity? Purity means one goes beyond body, mind and intellect. And having become free from that, that mind becomes pure. The vasana pressure has gone. The pressure of Maya and the confusion has gone. And such a mind can lift itself in its contemplation on the Absolute, and thus it can dissolve in that state of liberation. It is only a bird which is freed of the heavy stone which it is tied to. Only such a bird can fly. Only that mind which is freed from this embellishments, by this bondages of body, mind, intellect, only such a mind can soar into meditation. And thus, karmajan viddhi tan sarvan. And thus Bhagavan says, Shreyan dravyamayad yajnad jnanamayaha. That yajna which is jnanamaya, which is endowed or engaged with knowledge, is greater than all yajnas which is endowed with materials. You may know the story of Pusalar. Pusalar, a great devotee of Lord Shiva, he was meditating on the Lord. He wanted to build a temple of Bhagavan, and he had no materials. He started building that temple in his own heart. At the same time, there was another great king, Kadavarkon. And he was building a huge actual temple of Lord Shiva. On the night before the consecration, Lord Shiva appears in the mind of the king and tells him, please choose another date because I am going to go for the consecration in another place. So what is that great temple that you have not come to my temple? And he goes to that particular village, he doesn't find any temple, and there is sitting Pusalar building the temple in his own heart. That's with an attitude of prayer and worship. That which is done so mindfully is greater than that which is done with our own hands. The preparatory karma yoga is dravyamaya, and the giving up of the doership itself is jnana yoga, which is higher. And thus, having performed karma yoga, one purifies the mind, and then a purified mind is ready to drop its ego in its identification to the higher. That is jnana yoga. Jnana yoga parantapa. Why? Sarvam akhilam karma jnane parisamapyate. Because all action go and get dissolved in jnana. It is in the knowledge of the absolute that all other actions finally end. I had lost my passport when I went to an ashram. I was returning and my passport was gone. I looked for it everywhere, my passport was gone. And I assumed somebody stole it. I came back to Coimbatore, and this happened somewhere in Delhi. I started thinking, who stole it, who stole it? But nobody came into my room because I locked it. And now passport is gone. Should I apply for a new passport? Then I need to go to the police station to complain, get an FIR. I went to the police station in Coimbatore. They said you have to go to the police station in Delhi, where you lost it. Then I have to complain against the ashram. Then they have to do an inquiry. And thus I was so agitated, so agitated. What to do, what to do? And then somebody else suggested, doesn't matter. You tell them that you have lost it in Coimbatore and get one done and finish. And that I could not accept. How could I tell lies? And I was so agitated for so many days. And they said, tomorrow you have to go and give the complaint. That night, I called up that ashram and said, please check that locker in the cupboard once again. The locker key, Swamiji, locker key is not there. Okay, please break the locker and check. He opened the locker, and there the passport was there. Sarvam akhilam karma jnane parisamapyate. All the agitations and actions which I had undertaken was finished in one moment in the knowledge that my passport is there. From when was it there? It was always there. It is in forgetfulness of the absolute truth that all actions and agitations happen. And the moment realization happens, there is Shanta. And there is happiness everywhere. I distributed laddus after that. Sarvam karma kilam jnane parisamapyate. Bhagavan, how do I learn this knowledge? Tad vidhi, come to know of this knowledge. How? Pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Go and approach a guru. And what should I do? I should do 3 things. What is that? I should do seva. Don't go to the guru. And first, what should I do? Pranipata, surrender to that guru. Guru, let me first check you. If you can check the guru, he should become your disciple. Surrender, and then serve, and then ask. Because in surrender, we are ready to learn. In service, we understand the Guru properly. It is only in attunement, it is only in love that the Guru can transfer this knowledge to us, and thus we serve the Guru. And then, don't go to the Guru only for darshan. Why did you go to the Guru? Unko sirf dekhna tha. I just wanted to see the Guru. Like how you go to the zoo and watch the monkeys. Gurudev in his talk says, I exactly know how a monkey in the zoo feels. Everybody comes and looks at me. Darshan ke liye Swamiji. Come to the Guru to ask questions so that you can learn. And for that, we have to go to the Guru. Isn't it true that only a mother who has gone through pregnancy herself can guide her daughter through pregnancy? Because she has the complete knowledge and also the experience. Daddy can only say, yeah, it must be difficult. But the mother says, I know what you feel. The Guru exactly knows what you are going through because the Guru has walked that same path and the Guru can guide us exactly like that. And therefore, go to the Guru, upadekshanti, they will teach you. Te jnanam, who are they? Jnaninaha tattva darshinaha. They are one who are knowledgeable, who are well versed in this great knowledge. At the same time, they are not only well read, they have experience, they have actually walked and gained this knowledge.